Hey guys, my name's Kaylee for those of you who are new here, but if you aren't, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to be doing an updated what's on my iPhone. Last time I did one of these, I had an iPhone 7. This is iPhone 12, so it's obviously different. It's very updated. And obviously, you know, when you get new phones, you back up your stuff and whatever, but it still looks very different. Because obviously things have changed. You know, that video was like 2 years ago, so I figured I would do one of these. You guys wanted one. Those of you who commented under my unboxing this, you said you wanted an updated what's on my iPhone because I did mention it. So you wanted it, you get it. You want it, you got it. It's Seven Rings vibes. I guess let's just get started because I don't really know what else to talk about. So when you first go on my phone, this is my lock screen. I love it so much. It's obviously Ariana Grande Under the Moon at her Sweeter World Tour. I miss it so much. I don't really know if it really fits the vibe of my home screen, which is this. So I might change my lock screen, but I love it anyways. So, alright, well, obviously you can see some widgets on here. I love them. The first one on the top left corner matches my hoodie that I'm wearing right now. I just got this yesterday, and I'm just obsessed. So, love it so much. And then obviously the bottom one is of Her and Toulouse. Love that. And of course in the middle I just have the time. It's ironically 4:44 right now, so if you're seeing this, whatever that angel number means, you're welcome. I'll have to look it up too because I don't remember what they mean. For the apps, I have FaceTime, photos. I have a ton of photos. I have like 15,000 of them. But I mean, like, when you back up your phones, you get all the stuff from that phone on your new one. So this is like, everything's just combined in here. My iPhone 12 stuff, my iPhone 7 stuff, my iPad stuff, my iPhone 4 stuff. It's just all in that camera roll. Then we also have camera. If you guys want to see yourself, I'll show you. This is my lovely setup. You guys are on candles. This is what I've been doing, so I just exposed myself. Music, I mainly listen to Ariana Grande. Shocker. But I do have a bunch of other songs, especially recently. I've been listening to a lot of songs that aren't Ariana Grande. And I was thinking maybe I could make like a playlist video. If you guys want it, we just jam out, you know, find some new songs, listen to some throwback songs. So let me know if you want that. Then I just have Gmail, Google Classroom, Google Hangouts, Graphing Calculator. That section just screams online school because that's the reality we're in right now. And then at the bottom I just have phone, Safari, messages, and Snapchat. When you go to the right, I have a few widgets. One of them is blurred right now. That's the weather one. I'm not exposing my location, so you can't see that right now. But if you're curious what the temperature is, it's 21 degrees outside. It's pretty cold. But the first widget, it just says the date. Yes, I'm filming this the day that it's uploaded. Just be thankful this is up, okay? And then the one on the bottom is a quote by Ariana Grande. It's my favorite quote of hers. I love all her quotes, but this one's by far my favorite. This is actually my senior quote, which I love. I think it just really represents like what we're in right now, a pandemic, and you know, senior year. When you're faced with something challenging or negative, the only response to it is patience, love, and kindness. Oh, I love it. And then for apps, on the right, we just have Facebook, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, and Twitter. My Instagram and Twitter are linked down below, so if you don't have me on those, you can go add me on those right now. Then we just have YouTube, YouTube Studio, Camera Connect, and Notes. Obviously you're watching me on YouTube, so I don't need to explain what that is. YouTube Studio is where you can like manage your channel. You don't really need this if you don't have a channel. It's like pointless if you don't have a channel. But I use it, I use it to just like respond to comments, a lot of different things, okay? Camera Connect I use to connect my camera to my phone because my camera's Wi-Fi related or oriented, and it just gets the clips from there right to my phone through Wi-Fi. It's amazing. Well, Bluetooth too, but okay. And then Notes, I thought that this was a good place to put my notes because this is what I use to plan videos and stuff, so that's why that's there. And then at the bottom I just have daily horoscope, nebula, positions, and mooncast. I don't really need to explain what daily horoscope is. Obviously that gives me my horoscope every day. Nebula is also a horoscope one. I definitely prefer nebula more than daily horoscope because nebula goes more in depth with it. but I don't know, I'm really into astrology, so I look at those pretty much every single day. And then I don't, positions has nothing to do with horoscopes, but it's just a link to her website, Ariana Grande. And then I just have Mooncast, where I like to look at the moon. I got this app in like 6th grade, and I don't know, I was obsessed with the moon in 6th grade. When we were learning about moon phases, it was so interesting to me. But when you swipe back over, I just have a little walking thing. I really haven't walked today. Whoops. A battery thing. I thought this battery thing was going to actually show the percentage, because obviously, you know, on here it doesn't show the percentage. You have to scroll to the far left to see it. So that's kind of useless because it's right there anyways, but whatever. Then I just have a verse of the day. Brings me right to the Bible app. I love just seeing a verse every day. And then another of the moon thing. This just kind of, I don't have to necessarily click on the app, but shows me when it rises, when it sets. I don't think the app does that. But yeah, then when you swipe over here, there's obviously more apps in the app library that I don't have on my main screen. We're just gonna scroll down the list here as quick as we can. I don't need to go through all this stuff. We just got Amazon, Among Us. If you want to play, let me know. I feel like it's kind of died down a bit, but whatever. App Store, Apple Store. Band, I use this a lot for, well, mainly for cheer updates, but I haven't cheered in a year, so that's not even downloaded anymore. On the Bible app, Bitmoji, blur photo if I need to blur something, calculator, you know, the regular one, calendar, Cameo. I got a Cameo from Maddie and Elijah last year and I love it so much, but I haven't used it since. Camera, obviously, the Camera Connect we went over, Google Flash we went over. Clips, I don't know what that is. Must have needed it for something for filming, but I don't use it. Clock, color widgets, that just helps color coordinate your stuff. Compass, I don't ever use. Contacts, countdown, this is my main countdown app. What am I counting down for? Okay, so I'm counting down to reciting Pi Day, of course, my 18th birthday, and we can't forget about graduation. This countdown has been going since like freshman year. Wow, okay. Numbers are really getting down there. Daily horoscope we went over, Discord, I'm pretty sure y'all know what that is. Disney Plus, Google Docs, Google Drive. Dropbox is a place where if I listen to a song on YouTube that isn't on Apple Music or Spotify or whatever, you can download the YouTube link and it'll turn it into audio on here. So you can listen to the song without being on the YouTube app. It's free. I love it. Edpuzzle I use for school. Eraser is where I make my edits from my fan page that I have from Maddie and Elijah. It just like gets like a transparent background. ESPN's for football. Evil Apples is a really fun game. It's like Cards Against Humanity and Apples to Apples combined. Facebook, FaceTime, Files, Find My iPhone, Flow. Y'all know what that is, I'm sure. If you don't, you don't. Graphing Calculator, GarageBand, Gmail, GroupMe. Just like a group chat I have with a bunch of people. Or it's the Inspired Youth group chat. And 1,063 members. It's a lot of members. Hangouts I use to communicate with my teachers. With online school. Health app nobody uses. Home I don't use. Hulu I watch mainly The Bachelor, but I gotta get into other shows. iMovie I obviously use to edit, which I mainly use on my computer, but sometimes I will edit them on my phone. Instagram we know. iTunes Store we know. Kahoo, if you don't know about that, I don't know how. Kohl's, Life 360, that's obviously a tracking thing. Mail, Maps, Measure, Messages, Messenger, Mooncast, went through those. Most Likely To is obviously a game of Most Likely To. Music, My Student Aid, it's a college thing. Nebula we went over. Netflix is obviously Netflix. News, Newsbreak, New York DMV, this is what I use to practice for my permit test, but I haven't used it in a while. NFL, again, another football app. Notes we went over. Papa's Freezeria to Go, I have not played this in a while, but obviously you can make Sundays, is that what it is? Perfect Image is just a photo app I use for my fan page. It's where you just get photos, like, just, I don't know how to explain it. Phone, Fonto I use for my thumbnails on YouTube. Also for my edits for my fan page. It's a really good app. Photos, Pi, this is where I learned Pi. Pinterest, oh my god, love Pinterest. Literally could sit on there for hours, which I have. Podcasts, I used to listen to Bachelor podcasts. I don't know if, now that I think about it, I wonder if they're doing podcasts for this season. I'm gonna have to like re-download this. Okay. Or update it, whatever it has to do. Positions we went over. Productive, I don't even know. I think I downloaded that to be productive, but to be honest with you, I'm not. Quizlet, haven't used that in forever, but that's just a study thing. Remind, I use for like my volunteering, you know, when they remind me like, hey, we have a volunteering thing, that, you know, whatever. Reminders, I've been using this app a lot more to remind me to take my 1 second every day. I'm doing this thing this year where I take a video of myself for 1 second every single day for the whole year. Then at the end of the year, it'll be a 6-minute video of me. So every day it just reminds me to do that. Apple TV remote, it's like a, obviously not the actual, well it is the actual remote but in app form. Safari, scoreboard I used for gym because we can't use a real scoreboard anymore, otherwise everyone's touching it. So when I was playing ping pong with a couple friends a couple weeks ago, we used this app. Settings, shortcuts, sleep cycle, I haven't used in a while, but it basically just tracks your sleep. If you breathe too heavy, it'll record you, which I know that sounds really creepy, but it's actually kind of interesting. If you snore, it'll record you. If you talk, it'll record you. But you can only listen to them if you buy premium. Google Slides, you know, for those little projects we all love. Snapchat, Social Blade, this is where it keeps track of my subscribers. But I'm obviously not famous, so it's not like it's going up every day. Sora is a reading app I had to use for school. Spotify is Spotify. Starbucks, you can mobile order. Stocks, Target, Weather Channel. TikTok, we love. Tips, nobody uses. Translate, I mean, that's cool. Trivia Crack. Obviously, trivia. TubeBuddy is where you can type in search terms so then you can, when you upload a video, it'll tell you what's the most searched or whatever. Apple TV, honestly don't know what that is. Twitter, again, we talked about that. Uno is obviously Uno. Love playing that. Voice memos is obviously that. Voice recorder. Visco. I forgot what it was called. Wallet. I'm trying to go through this because there's so many. Wallet, watch, weather, whiteboard is a whiteboard. Use it a lot for school. Widgetsmith is where you can edit your widgets. YOLO, which is that anonymous thing for Snapchat. YouTube Studio, Zoom, we all know what that is by now, and 1 second every day. Those are all my apps. Sorry if I went through that really quick. There's just so many, and I don't really know what else to say about them. I'm going to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all on Wednesday. Bye, guys.